Top reasons when you know the job is not for you. This is Woken Up here, brand new video, brand new topic. Those who are new to this channel, new to this video, all comments are welcome and God bless. Please check out my older videos as well for those of you who are new to my video and new to this channel as well. Thank you and God bless. It's been a minute and it's been a while since I last made any updates, and I've been very busy with life just like everybody else, especially when you have a lot going on. Is normally the times when you got a lot going on, like a lot of your time is going, and the time that you put out there, you can never get it back. So I'm learning to value the time that I have and use it wisely, because the more you take care of ahead of time in advance, the more time you have to do other things. Okay? The sooner, the better. Now, on to the topic of the video. Top reasons when you know the job is not for you. I came to this conclusion today from my current position working at a warehouse. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? The money could be nice, everything may sound good, the benefits, etc., right? You get free ice cream, everything is good. The downside is the overwork and overtime. You feel pressured in doing your job. You see people hiding in the bathroom. That lets you know right there that that's a big red flag, that people are getting tired of it. You hear a lot of people complaining about the job. You hear people just do what they want. They leave whenever they want to, and then they end up getting fired. It's a whole bunch of bullcrap. Okay? My current job, working as another warehouse associate, it's a pain in the butt, especially if they require overtime and there's mandatory overtime. Yes, you sign up for it. People could say, hey, but did you read the job description? Yes, I did. I was aware of the overtime, but I didn't think that there would be a catch with the overtime as well. Plenty of overtime, but they overwork you to death. There's no climate control. You're working in the hot, steamy weather. Indoors. Little to no fans. And in this job, I only worked for this job for about 3 days, and I'm already planning to quit. This job was a waste of my time, and at the same time, I'm going to gain something out of it in return and collect my check, calculate how much I need to get in order to just get by and go. It's extremely it's extremely time wasteful to deal with jobs that are like this. I came across this job through Indeed. The pay was good. I was like, okay, it said crew member for a warehouse position. You have to lift up to 50 to 75 pounds occasionally, etc., right? Everything that you read normally in person is not what it always seems to be. One of my coworkers who was currently training me, right, to be a picker, to pick out for the truck delivery drivers, right? He told me that the company has a high turnover rate because a lot of people are overworked. A lot of people feel like they're neglected. They're not treated like a human being. And you know it hits the nail in the coffin when the company has to also even get desperate enough to hire a temp agency just to hire people on as temps and get rid of them when they no longer need them, or try to keep them as much as possible. I got hired direct on because, like I said, I found the company through Indeed. The name of the company is called ECMD. I believe they're in Texas and South Carolina as well. I work in one of the South Carolina branches, right? And this is my 3rd day. And I'm already tired. It's 4 in the morning right now. I'm in my car. done. Feet is swelled, hurt. It's physically demanding. People could say, oh, you're not man enough, blah, say blah. No. At the same time, my mental health and the time that I need to rest matters to me. I would understand if the pay was about $24-25 an hour and you only work for about 5 to 6 hours a day. That would be perfect. That would be chill. I would love that. You get your 30-minute break, etc. But most jobs where you work 10, 12 hours, maybe even 13, you should expect to get an hour break. You should expect to at least have AC. I don't know how some people could do it. Asked a few people in there, how long you been working here? How long you been working here? How long you been working here? I had 6 months, 3 months, 9 months. Most of these people are fresh off the boat. A lot of them don't have kids. And at the same time, I could tell from their face they're not happy there. They're just doing the minimum just to get by. A lot of them are hiding in the bathroom, just chilling, waiting for time to get by. I'm starting to be one of those people. And this is my 3rd day. During my shifts, I mainly went back and forth in the bathroom just to get a peace of mind. Just to rest my feet, my arms. I'm sweating out there in the warehouse like a dog. The only AC available in the whole warehouse is in the lunchroom and the bathrooms. So there's a reason why a lot of people are going in and out through that. People could say, oh, stick it through, the benefits is nice. Yeah, the benefits is there. They put all that money in investing in the benefits so they could keep you there longer and expect you to keep working. Expect that to be your motivation. No. The job that I have is not my motivator. God is. God comes first, then the right job comes along the way. But of course, in that order, it will be God, family, then myself, then the job, of course. Because how can I do a job if I can't even take care of myself? You get what I'm saying? These are the reasons when you know the job is not for you. When you have to find it through a temp agency. I understand that, desperate times calls for desperate measures. I've been through temp agencies. I've been through temp jobs. I've used many temp agencies just to get by, just to get money in my pocket. And of course, it helped me out in the end. They have their pros and their cons. But if you know a company has to do that, there's a high possibility they're not going to hire you, or they're just going to replace you and you're just a temp to them, and they have a high turnover rate. It makes it worse that the company that I work for, I was direct hire with higher pay, great benefits, everything. But the downside, they will work you to death. I even noticed this. Even the supervisors, the managers that hired you on, they'll be so nice to you for a few days. And as soon as a few weeks kick in, they expect you to be on time. They expect you to meet your quota. They're like, hurry up. You got to finish by 12. They'll audit you if you make a mistake. You'll get a verbal warning. You'll get a verbal warning if you leave early. People needs their mental health. People needs to sleep. People needs to recharge, reboot. You need to rest. We're human. We're not a machine. Machines are built for that. You charge them up, they're ready to go. They won't complain. They do their job because that's how the machines was programmed to do, whatever the job may be for the machines. Okay, but we're not machines. We're human beings. We have time. We have a soul, a body, a mind, and especially the time that we got, we should value a lot more. This is why in 2022 I hear a lot of people quitting their jobs more than ever. There's a lot of vacant positions, and I feel like the top vacant positions are in warehouses. The job that I'm at, they have so many vacant positions, it's not even funny. And they're still looking to hire forklift drivers, pickers, and they want to bust your behind. I understand that they gotta meet that production quota, but the thing about warehouses like this is that you have to depend on your coworkers to help, just so you could go home on time and early. But if they're lazy, they don't feel like doing the job, and they're hiding in the bathroom, hiding in their car, act like they don't want to do the work, that should tell you something. They're tired of it too, but that also hurts you in the end as well. This is the reason why I don't like jobs that are like this. Warehouse jobs are not good to settle down on. Maybe some men might be okay with that, but for me, no climate control. It's hot, humid, 70, 80, 90 degrees every single day, every night, overnight, second to third shift, graveyard shift. And if people are slow, then it's mandatory overtime where you even have to work on the weekends. This is what I was told. Who would want to stay at a job like this? This is why it's good to do your research. It's good to do your research about a company, about a job position. This is why Indeed is notorious for that. And I applaud them for that. These are the reasons when you know a job is not for you. When you're being pressured, they're trying to overwork you. They're trying to run you over, run you through the mud. There's a lot of people calling in and calling out. There's a high turnover rate. They're so desperate that they need to use a temp agency just to get people. Your coworkers are snobby. Your coworkers are not team players. They don't care either. This is another thing. This is another reason when you know the job is not the right fit for you. The coworkers, the snobby boss, the environment. It's humid. It's hot. Especially if you have to work outdoors. I had to go through that before. It's not a nice feeling. Trust me. It's nice at first for a couple of months, but imagine doing that for over a year. This is why I'm more in age to think quicker on my feet, so I don't waste my entire time, month or year, in one job that I do not like. The American dream is to do a 9-to-5 job, work your 40 hours, get paid the highest quality of living just to get by, and just live a good life. But in reality, there's many people that also say that they want to be a business owner, they want to be an entrepreneur, but that's extremely hard to even break through in as well, because you need a job first. You need the money in order to build a business as well. That's just common sense. Without money, how could you build anything? How could you build a business? You can't build a business without finance or being financially stable. Stability is a must. I want stability, but I also want to be treated like something. I want to be treated like a human being. I want the benefits of a job to where I just do what I'm expected to do. 8 to 10 hours. At least with the 12-hour shifts. Give me at least an hour break. My last job, when I used to work at the Charleston International Airport, right? It was for a cleaning company. I stayed with them for about 6 months. And I would have possibly stayed longer if the pay was a lot better. But it was a really chill job. I didn't had the supervisor on my behind like that, breathing down my neck. I worked individually. I still had to work as a team sometimes wherever they need me to clean. I'll pull out the trash, drive around in the company's vehicle. And even if the weather is bad, I still could be able to work in the inside and still do my job. I had a good amount of breaks. The benefits was good. Everything went hand in hand. The benefits of a job don't mean nothing if the job itself is stressful. If the job, and at the same time, the job could be really good. You may like the job, but at the same time, there could be a case where the pay is not that great. You need to look for a job that the pay is great, is decent. It could get you by with a lot, and at the same time, it's where you can handle mentally, physically. With a lot of warehouse jobs, a lot of people could think like, oh, you need to be physically fit. No. Do you want to kill yourself? You want to break your back? You want to get a stroke? Work in a hot warehouse area. Work in a physically demanding production like warehouse. I'm sorry. I even came to the conclusion tonight. This may be the last time that I may work in a warehouse, unless if there's better benefits behind it. This is the reason why you don't even see many women even work for warehouse positions. Why would they? It's physically demanding. I'll save that for another topic. You do not want to work at jobs like this. Just like how I gave from the example on the reasons when I knew that this job was not for me. And you can too. The pay's not good. They lied about the pay. They try to advertise their job like it's a hot new car. Once you get in the inside, it's not as great as you thought it would be. You only stay in it for a few months, maybe a week or so or less, and you bounce. They can't get mad at people wanting to quit. Then they have to change something for themselves as well. But like I said, don't do a warehouse job. Even if you're a guy, I know you're trying to get by and stuff. Do what you have to do. But certain jobs you don't need to kill yourself over. Just don't. Just don't. The supervisors ain't crap. Just don't do it. The pay it's not that great. Just don't do it. Please. Don't. There are many case scenarios when you know the job is not for you. If you know something is not for you, speak up and let your supervisor know. Because there was occasions where I straight up been up front with my supervisors, especially a day or two or three in during the orientation. I'll be like, hey, look, this job is not for me. I didn't know it would be this physically demanding. But mentally and physically where I'm at, I don't think this job fits my criteria. And yeah, I'm going to have to look somewhere else. It's not going to work out. Just be honest. It's better to be honest. I used to do the no call, no show. It's childish. I get it. But at the same time, I'd rather speak up because in the end of the day, the supervisors could be upset, but at least they have more respect for you for being honest instead of wasting their time, letting them think that you're going to stay there long term. Because I'm pretty sure most of the time, for many bad quality jobs that has a high turnover rate, they know why a lot of people are not staying long term with them. They know. But for new hires, they don't want to tell you that. It's better to find out from doing your research, searching everything up on Indeed, and even asking your coworkers. Every job position has their pros and their cons, but at the same time, warehouse jobs is a no-no. Okay? Just like any other job that you know is not a good fit for you. The stress, the drama, the physically demanding, even the mental demanding jobs where they expect you to type quick. They expect you to turn the project in as quick as possible when you need help. The managers don't care much about your well-being. You can't even properly call out and say that you're sick, or else they'll even give you a point. They'll even fire you for being in the hospital. That's how you know the job is not for you. When the benefits is crap, the people are crap, and the job is crap. And it's hurting you mentally, physically. Find something that works for you. This is Woken Up Here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.